Hey, what's up, people? These are the 3 things that you need to do while doing high ticket sales, right? So high ticket sales for us is something that's defined as more than $1,000, but more than likely it's gonna be something that's $5,000 plus, right? So that's your thing you're selling. Hey, I got this $5,000 course, I got this $5,000 service, I got this $2,000 a month for 3 months service. Whatever your thing is, it's high ticket. You have to kind of follow a couple different frameworks to be able to be successful with the sale, right? So one thing that I'd recommend is that you first map everything out in the sales process. Okay, first we ask them this, then we ask them this, then we ask them this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna throw all that out, because that's not what's gonna help you grow, right? You're not gonna get better at sales by just following the same process every single time. Every sales process is dynamic and has these trees of logic that you go down. Generally speaking, a sales process needs to go like this. What are you dealing with? What have you tried? Why do you wanna change this? If you can do those 3 things, what you're gonna find is that people are gonna say, hey, listen, I wanna get more customers for my business. I've tried X, I haven't been successful with this, here's why I haven't been successful with this, and here's what I'm trying to do. Now, one thing you're gonna find, very, very likely, is that most prospects that you speak to are not gonna admit that they're the problem. And most of the time they are the problem. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna have to sit down with them and say, listen, like, if I just bash this person in the sales process, what you're gonna find is that they're just not gonna sign. If I say, hey, listen, dude, the reason you didn't get the result is because you suck, they're probably not gonna buy something from you, which is, you're probably telling them the right thing. You're probably telling them, like, listen, dude, like, you're the problem, you're the reason, right? I hear this all the time. We get guys on the phone for one of the digital agencies that we're partnering. They go, hey, listen, I've tried 3 marketing companies, hasn't worked out. And I ask them, I say, well, why do you think that is? Oh, well, because they promise the world and don't deliver. Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you think 3 different companies promised the world and didn't deliver, or you think maybe you have something to do with that? Very few times people go, oh yeah, you know what, you might be right. Because ego gets in the way of people's ability to actually grow and grow and grow. So when you're doing the sales process, right, to bring it back to the 3 reasons in high ticket sales, the things you need to focus on, good agenda setting up front. Hey, this is what the call's about. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell them, hey, this is why we're different and what you've probably experienced. And then the last thing is you're gonna ask them questions around, like, hey, why do you wanna do this? How do you wanna do this? What's the next step for you? That's gonna kind of package this whole framework together so that they understand, like, hey, listen, we're gonna jump on the call. Here's my agenda. We're gonna do this, 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 and this. Understand? Cool. Now you have a concession, right? You guys agree that you're gonna do a sales call. Then you ask them a bunch of questions, they give you information about their business, then you present your offer, and then you handle objections. The biggest thing that you should go through with people is price near towards the end. I have been putting price a little bit further up in the sales process. The reason I've been doing that is because most people just need the extra hand holding and they're not willing to do the work to be able to put the price at the end, and then people are saying, what's the price, what's the price, what's the price, right? And so I just been putting it up front recently, but most people in the sales process can't handle that because then they just blow off their prospect and no one ever wants to do anything. So that's my way of decreasing the stress of people in the sales call, the prospects that take calls with us. But I would recommend probably putting price at the end of the sales call. That way you can go through value-based selling, right? Hey, this is what you've tried, this is why it's worked, this is why it hasn't worked, this is what you could do to grow, this is what you could do to shrink. Like, these are all the things that you could do. Do you want to do it? Yes. Okay, cool. Do you have any logistical questions? Nope. Okay, cool. Do you have anyone else that needs to help you make a decision? Nope. Cool. All right. Boom. At the end. If you do that process, what you will find is that people will definitely sign up with you and price will be less of an issue. So probably put price at the end. 3 things for high ticket selling: set the agenda, ask good value-based questions, put the price at the end right now. If you get really, really good at sales, you can start putting the price at the beginning. Those are kind of 3 things that I've learned over taking 3,000 sales calls. It's about 1,000 calls a year for the last 3 years. If you would like us to put out a sales course, we potentially could do that for you. Drop something in the comments and let me know if you want that. Otherwise, check out the facebook.com/group/organic outbound secrets and the free mini course below and the cold email build. If you want to check out anything we have, there's content there. We have a blog that's coming out. We got the YouTube channel. We got Instagram. We got Reels. We got all this content that's going out right now. If you're interested in any of that, check that out and subscribe. Thanks so much. See you in the next video.